Si Mark Kagiwa ang isa sa mga pinaka-iconic na PBA players sa generation natin. Personally, ako nung lumaki, I'm more of a JJ Helterbrand fan kasi siya lagi yung nakakashoot ng mga clutch baskets. But on the other hand, napansin ko rin na si Mark Kagiwa ang bumubuhat throughout the game. Siya yung player na yung impact niya sa game naka-spread out. Kaya magugulat ka na lang at some point na 30 points na pala. Pero kapag tinanong mo sa general PBA fan kung anong masasabi nila tungkol kay Mark Kagiwa, there's a few words. Lolong, bakaw, at mayabang. These words haunted Kagiwa's reputation, especially on the latter part of his career. He took on the veteran leader role because of his injuries, yung improving roster ng Ginebra, and age. Mas nag-focus siya maging boses ng locker room at maging mentor sa mga young players ng Ginebra. And because of this, yung last few years niya sa PBA was clouded by mockery na boy Gatorade daw, which made me think na naging underrated or appreciated na ba si Mark Kagiwa, especially yung prime years niya. So as usual, naghukay ako ng stats, ng games, at inipon ko lahat ng mga plays na kailangan ko para malaman kung gaanong kalakas ba ang prime Mark Kagiwa. So for basics, si Mark Kagiwa ay isang 6'1" combo guard known for his scoring, quickness, and crossovers. Kaya siya tinawag na Mark the Spark kasi nung rookie season niya, he was a rookie sensation na mostly off the bench player. Pero yung production pang starter level. Syempre nung prime years niya, starter na talaga siya. Pero there were some occasions na nag-off the bench role siya for Ginebra, especially late 2000s nung pabalik-balik yung injuries niya sa tuhod at kinailangan niyang mag-ease back into game shape. Overall, sa buong career niya, he averaged 13.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, 2.1 assists per game, and shot 43.4% from the field and 30.7% from 3. Underrated part ng career niya sa mga diskusyon tungkol sa kanya ay yung prime years niya. He had one of the best and longest prime out of the great players sa panahon niya. From 2003 to 2013, so that's a 10-year span, mako-consider natin na ito yung prime years ni Mark Kagiwa. Sa span na yan, he played a total of 409 games in which he averaged 18 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game. Now, sa 10-year span na yan, prime years yan. Pero of course, meron siyang peak sa loob niyan, which was 2004 hanggang 2008, kung saan nakapaglaro siya ng 195 games, in which he averaged 20.3 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Hindi biro mag-average ng 20 points per game sa PBA, lalo na ng mga panahon na yan na slugfest ang karamihan ng laro. Actually, sa 2006 to 2007 season, 24.6 points per game pa nga si Mark Kagiwa, which was his career high season average points. Ngayon, sa actual breakdown portion ng video, may mga ilang patterns ako na napansin sa laro ni Mark Kagiwa offensively. Una ay yung ability niya to make quick decisions after the catch. We call this catch and go. Arsenal ni Kagiwa malawak pero hindi siya cluttered. May mga go-to moves siya na consistently ginagamit niya para paglaruan yung depensa. Sa play na to, makikita natin na si Mark Kagiwa off ball sa simula ng play. Handoff by Artadi. Now makikita nyo yung defender engaged and very reactive. And dito magaling si Mark Kagiwa. As we can see here, gumamit siya ng pump fake and a negative step to make his defender off balance. Sabay pound dribble papunta sa kaliwa, high pick up to protect the ball against the help defender, and classic Mark Kagiwa moment. Next play, ball reversal papunta kay Mark Kagiwa. Tingnan nyo yung pagsalo niya ng bola. It's kind of a stampede. As we can see again, negative step, pound dribble pakaliwa, and ito yung versatility ng float game ni Mark Kagiwa. Basta around 15-ish feet, kaya niya mag-attempt ng tira. And accurate siya sa mga yon. With Mark din kasi is not the greatest 3-point shooter, so kung tatayo lang siya off ball, magsasaga off lang yung defenders. So ang ginagawa ni Coach Jong ay ilagay si Mark sa mga plays kung saan mafo-force humabol yung defenders. Therefore, easier to attack kasi mas maa-atake ni Mark yung aggressiveness ng defender. Dito again, long close out, pump fake, negative step, 11-foot floater. Yan yung maganda kay Mark. Kahit skilled dribbler kasi siya, hindi niya sinasayang yung dribble niya kasi tuwing pagsalo niya ng bola, minamaximize niya yung triple threat position niya. And nagbabato siya ng jab steps, shimmies, mga rip through para atakihin yung defender. Ngayon pag-usapan natin yung pick and roll game ni Mark Kagiwa. Sa play na to, pin down for Kagiwa na hindi tumama, nag-flow sa empty side pick and roll. In-overplay ni Baguio yung setup dribble ni Mark Kagiwa. So Mark Kagiwa drove to his left, nag-switch yung big man kay Mark pero hindi aggressive. Medyo nakadrop so libre dito yung pull-up jumper sa mid-range na ginawa niya. Dito naman Iverson cut. Nag-flow sa empty side pick and roll and then nag-head yung Coca-Cola para alisin yung bola kay Mark. Gumamit ng hang dribble si Kagiwa para mag-jump pass papunta kay Mamaril na nag-pop sa mid-range instead of rolling to the basket. Again, pin down. Nag-hedge ulit yung Coca-Cola na sa play na to is a no-no kasi walang help na manggagaling sa corner which means yung low man ng helper. Bad read nga lang from Alexander pero nice pass from Mark Kagiwa. Sa play na to, zipper. Actually, hindi to good shot pero yung mga ganitong tira kasi magagandang reminder to para manatiling aggressive yung depensa. Kasi mas aggressive nga sila, mas nabibigyan ng read si Mark Kagiwa para ma-atake niya. Kagaya sa play na to, after nung zipper, aggressive yung defender which made him overshoot the angle. At inatake agad ni Kagiwa by using a rip-through. Nag-help yung low man, nakita ni Mark na open si Billy Mom sa ilalim. Maganda yung bounce pass. Again sa play na to, zipper. Aggressive defense from Baguio. Nag-set ng ball screen si Reeves. Nakita ni Mark na nakadrop yung big man. So nag-pull up siya for the jump shot. Isa rin to sa mga money shot ni Kagiwa, yung pull up mid-range. Okay, now pag-usapan natin si Kagiwa as an off-ball guy. Under Coach Jong, yung Ginebra ang tinatakbo kadalasan motion offense. So most of the time si Mark magsisimula ng off-ball. And then after a few actions or so, mapupunta sa kanya yung bola to make a quick play. Sa play na to, cross screen for Alexander, tapos may kasunod na down screen from Mek. Dito naman motion weak. Ginebra starts the ball with Artadi. Kagiwa will then set a cross screen, followed again by a down screen. Makikita nyo yung gravity ni Mark, dalawang defenders ang nahigop, leaving a wide open Junti Valenzuela. Here's another motion weak set from Ginebra. After ng down screen ni Alexander for Kagiwa, may ball screen na kasama. Bad spacing to be honest. Dapat si Junti nasa corner pero si Kagiwa, ginamit na lang niya yung dribbling skills niya para pumunta siya doon sa open spot. Grabbing shot creation. Sa play naman na to, very modern, zoom action, which is a pin down into a handoff. Movement 3 for Mark Kagiwa on the move, pasok. So gaano kalakas ba yung prime Mark Kagiwa? Ako in my opinion, generally kasi kapag Ginebra player, automatic yan overexposed. Kasi of course, isa-celebrate ng fans kada galaw, which makes other fan bases annoyed. So automatic, if hindi ka fan ng Ginebra, it's difficult to look at their players fairly, kagaya ng fans nila. Pero if you look at Kagiwa's stats, skill set, and achievements, and even impact sa basketball on a vacuum, makikita mo na isa talaga siya sa mga best sa panahon niya. Kahit na injury-riddled, masyadong napatagal sa liga, or mahabang panahon na hindi nag-champion yung team niya, if you look at Mark Kagiwa na nasa prime, and what he did nung panahon na yon, kaya kong sabihin na underappreciated pa nga siya. Kasi people look at his flaws, but not his strengths. But if you look at his strengths, achievements, and numbers, you will say na yung prime Mark Kagiwa, isa sa mga pinaka-talented players sa buong history ng PBA.